key to a good or successful carbon policy is to enable people, households and firms to make the transition to net carbon technologies. If we just rely on carbon pricing, this is not a given. If you increase fuel prices, for example, low-income households might not have the funds to buy an electric vehicle. There might not be charging infrastructure, so they might not be able to make the switch to net zero technologies. So they might be stuck in the fossil world. So it's very important that good carbon policies have a policy mix in which the alternatives are subsidized, infrastructure is provided, and good and easily available alternatives to current production and consumption patterns are provided. Norway is an example where the alternatives for fossil fuels, for traditional internal combustion engines, have made widely available. And there was a combination of things. First, charging infrastructure was provided. Second, electric vehicles have been made more attractive by cutting VAT, cutting certain duties on them, so that actually it was more convenient and cheaper to use electric vehicles relative to internal combustion engines. For the Bidenomics approach, we do not know yet what the final outcome is. We don't know what parts of Bidenomics will actually survive the Trump administration. There are certain tendencies in the Republican Party to cut back on the subsidies, so not providing the alternatives to people. So that there's a danger that Bidenomics has not been given enough time to be successful in the end. I think there are bits and pieces in the German government's approach to climate policies which go into the right direction. For example, the idea to make electric vehicles more widely available, to subsidize against certain purchases. However, we don't know yet how exactly these policies will be designed, and frankly, there could have been done much more here. Germany still relies very heavily on carbon pricing, also with the ETS2, which will come into effect for fuel and household energy in 2027.